Good morning, fifth graders. I hope you had a great weekend and are well rested and ready for your new week. We have been working on some new stuff the past week, and we're just going to continue on that same learning path. We were looking at coordinate grids and graphing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You guys have been doing a great job with it, and I will be doing my first small group instruction today. If your parent received a message from me, there's just a handful of kiddos that need a little bit extra help. So I send a message to those parents in Dojo. So if your parent, maybe ask them, did you receive a message? Good morning, Jesline. If you are invited to do that small group instruction, I will say, good morning, Bella. I don't think everybody needs that extra help. And so this is going to be something new that we do after this video. I'm going to hop on to a Zoom call. Good morning, Michael. And kind of help those kiddos who need that extra support. Okay, I'll talk more about that towards the end. And let me show you a couple of things. Good morning, Jocelyn. A couple announcements, though. I've been very busy getting things ready for us. The end of the year for fifth grade gets a little busy, especially this year. It's just different, right? So a couple of things. There is a new survey in our Google Classroom that I will need you guys to fill out, and it's just two questions. It's your name, and then there's two questions. One is asking about middle school, and then the other one's like a long-term goal about college or career. So I just want you to fill that out. It's going to be put on something that will be a video at the end of the year. So I just need you guys to fill that out as soon as possible. Good morning, Emily and Juan. That way I can start building that for us. And then in addition to that, your parents have some homework too, to send me a photo. Now, if your parent does not send me a photo, that's okay. Just know that I'll have to use the yearbook photo instead. So if you want your picture to be different than that, remind them to send one to me in Class Dojo. Thank you, Emily. I received many. I received about 6 so far. So if you haven't done it already, that's what I'm reminding you to, or if your parent hasn't done it already, it's not your job. It's your parent's job this time. But you need to do the survey, please. Okay? Shirt sizes, thank you so much. There were so many of my class that had filled out this shirt size survey. Well, that's hard to say. So we have placed our orders for our special shirts this year. It will be very unique, I think. The back will have everyone's name on it. The front will have something special about this year. Okay, you'll see. And then I will be tomorrow and the next day going into our classroom. Yes, I received it, Michael. I will be going into our classroom to clean up, like the end of the year cleanup. So because I'll be going there in the morning, I won't be able to do the second video. I'm going to do the video in the morning tomorrow. But I will record the language arts or the reading video for us, but I won't be able to do the reading one live because I will be in the classroom. So as soon as I finish tomorrow morning's math lesson, I'm heading to the actual classroom. I'll take some pictures and maybe a selfie or so and send it to you guys. I'm sure it'll be an emotional thing for me to walk into that room, right? So that's where I will be tomorrow morning after our video. So just letting you guys know that I won't be doing a live video for reading. But if there's anything that you left in the classroom, like supplies-wise, if you like a water bottle or a jacket, we try to take everything home on that last day of school we were together. But if there's anything I find, I will hold on to it and I will put it aside for you so that you can pick it up. So the yearbook and any supplies and also the shirts to deliver to you guys, all that information will be coming soon. It's going to happen that last week of school, which is the first week of June. I don't know the exact date actually about when we're going to be delivering those to you guys, but I imagine that it will become like a drive-through and I will be there and handing everything to you, so we'll get to see each other. So that's what I'm imagining happening, and so I will give you those details as soon as I get them. Okay, so that's a lot of announcements, I know. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about those things, okay? All right, so today we're doing the same thing we did on Friday. So Friday's Pear Deck, today's is going to be very, very, very similar. And then when we, for those who need that small group support, I will be in that Zoom call supporting you with everything we've been doing with that so far. Okay, so we will be continuing to use a ratio table to plot points on a coordinate grid. Let's get right to it. Okay. Whew, okay, and I took my face off so that way we can see what we're supposed to see, right? Sometimes my little picture in the corner was covering things. Okay, so here is our first slide, and so I wanted to share with you, just reminding you how to do this and how this works. A ratio table usually has some kind of pattern. When you guys are in middle school, you're going to have a lot more experience with this and using a ratio table, and sometimes there'll be blanks in the ratio table, and you have to figure out what's the answer, what's the output going to be. If in goes a 2 and out comes a, and sometimes you'll have to figure that out. Hold on one second. I'm just reading a message. Michael, I'll get right back to you in a second. So when I do the input-output, when I'm in middle school, you might have to figure out what the numbers would be. So there would be some kind of way to calculate that, and then plotting it on a point on the coordinate grid, that like what we're doing right now. So this is just the beginning of what you'll be learning more in middle school. And so just to review, I'm going to take my little pen out so I can kind of write on here with us here. So I've already answered this one because I wanted you to see how it looks. There were a couple people in our pair decks last week that weren't quite setting it up this way. For example, they weren't drawing the lines, connecting them, kind of like dot to dot. You connect the dots. And so there were some people that weren't quite doing that. So I just wanted to make sure that you see that visual. There might be times too that you'll see actually that this becomes arrows because it'll continue forever. So I'm drawing this in. So when you actually do more of these, you'll see that actually the lines do continue forever. But this is just beginning practice. We're just plotting the points and connecting them. So just to confirm where each one is, I'm going to kind of color in the dots as I look at these. The first point I'm looking at is where it says x1, y2, and I'm looking at the chart. So if x is 1, I'm going to go across 1, y is 2, so I'm going to go up 2, and that's that first dot right there. So I'm shading it in. 2, 3 would be over 2, up 3. What's the next one? 3, 4. So over 3, up 4. And then over 4, up 5. And sometimes, as you can see, I extended that line to go up. You will notice that you could predict what the next one would be. For example, what would be the next one if I wanted to do what 5 would be, right? I could figure out, well, 5, whoops, where did all my stuff go? Undo. Nope, that didn't work. That did not work. Holy moly. Okay, let me open that back up. Sorry, guys. You can see behind the scenes stuff here. Let me open this back up. Open. Ooh, I see 5 people are on it right now. Nice. Sorry, I don't know what I pushed there. Okay, so what I was trying to say, let me see if I can get my little pen out, was that if I extended the line, because it's a predictable pattern, I could figure out what the next dot would be. Like if I put this dot here, that would be 5, 6, right? So I would go up to the 5, or over to the 5, sorry, up to the 6. And so that's a prediction I can make using that extended line. Same thing with the next one. What the next dot would be right over here, right? 6, 7. So there's a predictable pattern there. All right, now I'm going to clear the screen out. Discard that. All right, let's go to the next one. Now I extended this graph so it's a lot larger because the numbers on this kind of coordinate grid could go on forever. You could have all the way to 100 if we wanted to, but I didn't want to go that far. So I just found this one that had a bit more pieces to it. So let's look at the first one. So it would be 1, 5. If I wanted to know what that looked, or not wanted to know, but if I wanted to rewrite that as a coordinate point, I would go like this, right? This one would be 2, 10, 3, 15, and 4, and a 20. Morning, Bella. So the first dot I'm looking for is 1, 5. So I go over 1, up 5, mark it. The next one is 2, 10. I go over 2, all the way up to the 10, and mark it. 315 over 3, up to the 15, all the way up there. And then 4 and a 20, which would be all the way up to the top. And now I don't have a great way to draw a line because I'm using a pen on my tablet, but you guys would have the ability to make a straight line. And so I'm going to try my best to connect these. These should become a straight line. Let me see what happens if I try. I'm going to even put arrows at the ends of them. That looks pretty good, I think. Right? So that's how it's done. The rest of the practice is very, very similar. And then I take it out the door. Okay? Let me change my screen a little bit. Morning, Jaden. What happened? Oh. Okay. So hopefully that's not too bad, right? We can handle that. I think it's just review. And if you're struggling, I'm going to be doing that call right now, actually. So if you were invited because you were struggling with some of the questions, I'm really, really hoping that you guys will be able to make it into that Zoom call because I will be there to help you. And we'll do similar problems to this, but I'll be able to like tell you live basically, and you'll be able to ask me questions as well. Okay? So, really quick, are there any other questions before we exit our video today? Ooh, that's glitching, isn't it? Goodness. No? We're good? All right, so then try to make sure you get that survey done as soon as possible. It's pretty quick. Oh, that thing is glitching. I'm turning that off. Please do that survey as soon as you can. That way I can start building what we need to build. Or me, I need to build what I need to build for us. And Michael, to answer your question about headphones, let me go back to see what your question was. I will take a look in that Ziploc, okay? And I have to put everything aside that I find that belongs to you guys and label it. So I will put that aside if I find it, okay? Thank you for letting me know. I miss you all so, so much. Okay. Jaden, I can't do the password in the video. Your parent has the password. Morning, Julian. Okay, so really quick announcements, really quick. Again, just to make sure, because I think that some people are just joining us right now, there's a 5th grade survey that I need you to fill out in Google Classroom. And your parent needs to send me a picture of you, whatever kind of picture you would like. I let Damon pick whatever picture he wanted me to send. Otherwise, I will use your yearbook picture if they don't send me a picture. And thank you for telling me your shirt sizes. Our shirts have been ordered. If you didn't tell me your shirt size, I guessed for you. And then all the delivery of things that you need, like yearbook and anything I find in the classroom and the shirts, that information is coming soon. It will happen on one of the days during that last week of school, which is in like 3 weeks. We only have 3 weeks left. 3! So that's just the announcements I did in the beginning. Okay? So I will see you guys soon. I will be hopping onto that Zoom call. Hopefully my friends that that needed that extra support will be there. Hopefully. All right. See you guys soon. I'll see you for the reading video. Bye.